Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. The reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th Canto, Chapter 13, text 50. Please repeat. Chandrika Vishatasmerai Sarunapanga Vikshitai Swakartanamivarajha Sattvabhyam Srastrapalaka. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, the founder Acharya of International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Those Vishnu forms, by their pure smiling, which resemble the increasing light of the moon, and by the sidelong glances of their reddish eyes, created and protected the desires of their own devotees, as if by the modes of passion and goodness. Purport. Those Vishnu forms bless the devotees with their clear glance and smiles, which resemble the increasingly full light of the moon. Shreyak Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam. As maintainers, they glanced upon their devotees, embracing them and protecting them by smiling. Their smiles resemble the mood of goodness, protecting all the desires of the devotees, and the glancing of their eyes resemble the mode of passion. Actually, in this verse, the word Raja means not passion, but affection. In the material world, Rajaguna is passion, but in the spiritual world, it is affection. In the material world, affection is contaminated by Rajaguna and Tamaguna, but in the Shuddha Sattva, the affection that maintains the devotee is transcendental. The word Swakarthanam refers to great desires, as mentioned in this verse. By the glance of Lord Vishnu creates the desires of the devotees. A pure devotee, however, has no desires. Therefore, Sanatana Goswami comments that because the desires of devotees whose attention is fixed on Krishna have already been fulfilled, the Lord's sidelong glances create variegated desires in relation to Krishna and devotional service. In the material world, desire is a product of Rajaguna and Tamaguna, but desire in spiritual world gives rise to variety of everlasting transcendental service. Thus, the word Swakartanam refers to eagerness to serve Krishna. In Vrindavana, there is a place where there was no temple, but a devotee desired, let there be a temple and seva, devotional service. Therefore, that was once an empty corner has now become a place of pilgrimage. Such are the desires of devotee. Namo Vishpadaya Krishna Preshthaya Putale Srimate Bhakti Vikasa Swami Kinamini. Namo Vishpadaya Krishna Preshthaya Putale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Kinamini. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisheshwanyavadi Pashatya Deshvara. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So here we are continuing the Brahma Vimohana Leela. So now Lord Brahma see that after stealing all the calves and covered boys, and he see the down all the calves and covered boys are still they are there, but also the another set of calves and covered boys are in his place where he kept them, and they are sleeping. And then later he also see that he got confused and perplexed who is really, whether first which I brought, they are the real, or this which are now, they are the real. He was quite confused. So previous verses we saw that Lord Krishna shows that the boys and calves who are now in the Vrindavan, in the earth, they are all Krishna's own expansion. Yeah? So he saw that they all have four-handed form. They are all, same features like a spiritual world. Everyone is, the description we saw that they are all looking like Lord Vishnu, four-handed form. So he understood that Krishna himself is expanded into all these calves and covered boys. So now here in this verse we see that it is said that those Vishnu forms, they are pure smiling. The very nice description here, which resembles increasing light of the moon. And by the sidelong glances of their reddish eyes, created and protected the desires of their own devotees, as if by the mode of passion and goodness. So it's it's expressed poetically how it is those forms, Vishnu forms, smile on the side long glances is very nicely is explained. So Srila Prabhupada is very clearly explained this passion and goodness. It is not like in the material world, the passion and goodness, but Srila Prabhupada explained very clearly that this is in the spiritual world, in the spiritual realm. This is not any material modes. This is just expression of the scene which is, seen by Lord Brahma. So here Srila Prabhupada says that the Raja means not passion but affection. So this affection is which is maintains. Actually, many places, particularly in Bhagavatam, we see the beautiful smile of Lord is described. Many prayers, many places, devotees, they, see the beautiful smile of the Lord, and then, they just capture, in the mind is completely absorbed in that smile, like that. And also, not only the Lord, the pure devotees of the Lord also, when they smile, and it's just uh, immediately captured the person. Srila Prabhupada actually writes in one of the purport in Srimad Bhagavatam in third canto, um, this about the two devotees, the Krishna conscious person, when he smiles, uh, it's just, I'll just read, it's from the third canto, 22nd chapter, 21st verse purport. It appears that Kardama Muni was fully absorbing Krishna consciousness because as soon as he became silent, he at once began to think of Lord Vishnu. That is the way of Krishna consciousness. Pure devotees are so absorbed in thought of Krishna that they have no other engagement. Although they may seem to think or act otherwise, they are always thinking of Krishna. The smile of such a Krishna conscious person is so attractive that simply by smiling he wins so many admirers, disciples and followers. And we see, Srila Prabhupada's disciples in their memories many times, devotees are just, when they engage in some service and then, Prabhupada just comes and just, smiles at them and then they just become completely so happy. So, and it remains for all life. So that's what Prabhupada is explaining. And the devotees, Prabhupada disciples, some of them, they say that that one incident, that one smile keeps me still in Krishna consciousness. So you can understand, that's what maintains. That's what Prabhupada says here, that affection, that smile with affectionate, is very important in Krishna consciousness because Krishna does that, and the pure devotee, and when one becomes a pure devotee, naturally he develops the same quality, the divine quality. So the devotee also does that. So we can also, in our level also, in practically, we can experience that some, particularly when someone take some responsibility as a leader or, of a group or, some temple or whatever, even if Sankirtan party, whatever it is, unless you are, encouraged, unless you, other devotees, speak nicely, be affectionate, care for them, see that their needs are, taken care, and they don't like to stay. If you just mechanically just go out and just push, distribute books and whatever service, if you just, if you not really care for the devotees, it is not easy to remain in Krishna consciousness. If it's simply somebody, just work, and, nobody cares for you. But actually, Srila Prabhupada says love and trust. Srila Prabhupada is practically showed both. He really showed to the devotees so much love, and also he trusted. Especially, those days, people come from this, in America, all these, hippies background, many of them, they joined. And Prabhupada given very big responsibility, means he trusted them. Of course, many of them, they are, dropped out or blooped or whatever, they say but even if you say like Mukunda Datta Prabhu in one class, he says that like 50-50, you may say, like that, many of them are also couldn't survive, But still, Prabhupada continued to give that trust, keep that trust, and also affection. Anytime anyone gives any service, he just encouraged them. Like one devotee was, I think it was somewhere in USA. He was distributing prasadam. That was his service. Then somehow, due to some reason, the GPC stopped him. Don't do this service. They just didn't allow. And this devotee just gave up, and then he went, doing some business. And Prabhupada came and asked, "What are you doing?" And he said, "I'm doing business." "What business? Why you are doing business?" "Because I was doing prasadam distribution. I was very inspired, and it was helped so many people, and it was nice. But my GBC told not to do it." And Prabhupada encouraged, "No, you should do, in spite of your GBC, because the service is an important thing. You may say, the GBC also, Srila Prabhupada only is established, but, sometimes it happens like that. So, Srila Prabhupada encouraged the devotee to continue the prasadam distribution. So, like that, this affection which is maintained the devotees, and also the sidelong glance, the desire. Srila Prabhupada so beautifully explained here that it's a creates, because the devotees, they always completely satisfied just thinking of Krishna, because Krishna is in the Bhagavad Gita several places, Manmanabha Bhakta, or Tasmad Sarvesha Kalesha, Ma Manushmara, always think of me. He says, Mayeva Manadasva, Maya Buddhi Nivesha. Many places he said, just think of me. Because just think of Krishna, devotees always in the thought of Krishna, they are completely satisfied. But still, we can see many devotees engage in so many activities, like Arjuna himself was doing. Not just Mahamanusmara, and also he fought, he was fighting. So similarly, we can see Ambarish Maharaj, he was also very responsible post as a king. He has to see that all the prajas, all the citizens are happy, whether is provided all their needs and everything, he has to take care of it. It's very big responsibility. But still, Savai Mana Krishna Padaravinda, all his senses, including mind, everything he engaged in the service of Krishna. He was completely absorbed. So Srila Prabhupada gives his example. By practice, we can do it. One may think how Krishna is advising Arjuna to fight in the war field and think of Krishna. But when you have to fight, you have to think, who is your enemy, how much he is powerful, and what weapons he is using, and how to counteract, or how to overpower him. Everything you have to think, so many things. How to so one may think like that. So many things I have to do in the war field. How I think of Krishna and then fight, or any other service, building temple, distributing books, or any service you do, you have some same time also some other responsibility also is there. Srila Prabhupada says is by practice we can do it. That, for example, Srila Prabhupada gives this. Sometimes we see these people who are dancing. They practice by keeping some pot, on the head, and they dance. There's so many movements, hands and legs, dance, different dance they dance, but the pot remains without shaking. It's just is by practice. And also, Prabhupada, another very gross example he gives that sometimes you can see some vendors, some people in the street, they carry some basket, some fruits or some vegetables, something they carry for selling, and in the hand also they have a kit. Sometimes some ladies. Nowadays they all have vehicles, but previously they used to carry on the heads vegetables, fruits, and like that. Still, some place you can find some people sell like that. And you see, they really care also the baby in their hand and also the fruit, and they, one hand will be free also. You can see sometimes both hands sometimes completely free if there is no babies. I also remember when we were very small, the school days, we used to go bring water, drinking water. That time in my village, water scarcity was there, and you have to go like almost 1.5 kilometer away, from one farmer's well. We have to get the water and carry home like that. And sometimes we see some ladies, they used to carry two pots, one above another, two pots on their head, and one in one hand will be another pot, third one. They just, without holding up, they will just walk all the way. So it's just by practice you can. Apparently looks like how is possible, but it's possible. Thinking of Krishna and also do our responsibility. So many times our devotees have this question, particularly when our family member is a grahastha. So many responsibility as a family leader of the family. You have to earn money. You have to, take care of the family. Children may get some sickness. Go to hospital. Do this, do that. So many things are there. So many responsibilities there. But still, we have to practice. Think of Krishna. Engage our senses, mind in Krishna consciousness. That by practice we can do it. We can think of Krishna. So once if devotee is completely absorbed like that, then as Prabhupada says here in the purport, then Krishna, how do you say? Yeah. Devotee whose attention is fixed on Krishna have already been fulfilled. Because that's what they wanted and is fulfilled. The Lord's sidelong glance create various desires in relation to Krishna and devotional service. So, and we see also Srila Prabhupada encourage many times devotees in different way, different, way of, if they find some way of preaching, writing articles or, advertising in different place, like in Pandal program when they had in Bombay, in Kolkata, in different places. I think it was 1971. Huge Pandal program was organized, and that time was this huge, big balloon devotees, used to advertise and put Hare Krishna, big text and that, and it was very high. That time it was like something new in India. People were, looking at so much. And it's attracted many people in that way. It's something new, for preaching, say, if the devotees, if they have some new ideas, Prabhupada was very much encouraged. Mm. Mm. So that all these things are, this, we understand that this is what here in the purport Prabhupada say that variegated desires in relation to Krishna and devotional service. But it's not, Srila Prabhupada makes very clear that, uh, creation means is a passion, is a rajoguna. But in Krishna consciousness, we also, like here building temple means is from beginning, from the right, digging the ground, up to the last thing, Kumbhabhisheka, is you have to be very creative, you have to be active, do something all the time. You can see our construction team, everyone is every day full of action, is so much. You have to drive all these big cranes and carry the stones and all these things. You can't just simply sit in the room and chant Om Shanti and build the temple. It won't work. So, but because it's directly for Krishna, it's not like, any other material work, Rajaguna is. It is completely in transcendental position. So this is how we are blessed by Srila Prabhupada's mercy to have so many opportunity to engage ourselves and so many way, whatever our capacity, whatever our strength, everything can be used in Krishna's service. So Srila Prabhupada also in the purport, last sentences, he says like this Vrindavan temple, he said that, that was placed completely corner, and nobody expected that time, building temple, because the city was, was developed towards that side where now Loy Bazaar is there. Vrindavan, this where Krishna Balaram temple is there. That time was nothing there. It was completely out of the city. And not only in Vrindavan, we see, many places, like in Bhubaneswar also, that time many people were saying, oh, this is very far away from the city. But now we can see it's just one of the very important part of the city. And similarly, Jugo temple, Giriraj Maharaj is explained that when Prabhupada said this place is good for, to build the temple, that time is quite far from Bombay, the main city. But now it becomes one of the very, very important place, important spot in the whole Bombay. All very big business people and the Bollywood stars, they're all living in that area. It becomes very expensive place. Everybody knows when you say Yoga ISKCON temple, every day thousands of people are coming. So this is amazing how devotees also, by their desire is create something and is and also the maintained by the affection, by their, as I said before, the love and trust. If we follow Srila Prabhupada's instruction, we can keep, devotees together and engage them in devotional service. Therefore, being a leader means also being in Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, we can see many times, many temples, they have a leader, but no people, nobody is dedicated sorry to say, some places we can see everything is just paid people. It's like some other, some, company. You pay for puja, you pay for cooking, you pay for everything, and paid people. Then there is big question. Where is the service? So that means is the love and trust. Uh, of course, the love and trust will be there if you are really Krishna conscious. If you have a real understanding of what is Krishna consciousness, then naturally when you are in Krishna conscious, because Krishna conscious means you experience that loving affection from Krishna, from our Guru, from Acharyas, so that what we receive, that we will be happy to give it to others also. That's Krishna consciousness. That's what we learn from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is a gardener. He say, how many mangoes I will distribute alone? Just come everyone and take as much as possible, and you also distribute. So more you take, more you distribute, and more you get. If you just hold in your hand full all the time, then there's no way to receive more. If you just go on giving it, then you can also receive more. So this is nature of Krishna consciousness. So if Krishna consciousness is there, then naturally, the person can be very good leader. Then he can trust others, he can be affectionate to others, and he can maintain in that way. The temple can be maintained, anything, Sankirtan party or anything, it can be maintained nicely. Otherwise, it's very difficult. This is what practically I thought that this is what we have to learn from. Of course, most probably, Acharya's commentary, I didn't read, but definitely they have a very, high level, because this is something poetically explained. I don't know. That is above my head. Analyzing the words, understanding, that's not for my capacity now. Hare Krishna. So I stop here. Is there anything? Comment or question? Yes. Well, as for my understanding, affection means both sides should work. It's not by force that somebody can, just give affection to one. Unless the other side, a reciprocation is not there, also the person may feel there's no affection. So, affection means how you show your affection by giving opportunity to engage in Krishna consciousness, giving opportunity to read Srila Prabhupada books, hearing opportunity, service opportunity, prasadam, everything, to be in Krishna consciousness, all the opportunity if we get, that is your, affection. You get the affection from your authority. And if you don't get these things, if they just ask you to work, and they don't want to give you, proper prasadam, if they don't want care for your cloth, if they don't want to, care for your reading, they don't care for your chanting or, all these basic things, if they don't care, then there is no affection. But if all of these things are there, they give you time to read, they give you time to chant, they give you service, they give you, nice prasadam, they give you everything. Then that is how it shows affection. It's not just sentimentally sit, every 3 days and 3-4 hours you speak and, oh, I love you so much. This is what materially modern people, they think, they just, you have to, by words, you have to express it. You have to show it. Now in modern days, they show. Even after marriage of 30 years, when they come in the public platform, they are asking them to, propose. The wife should propose to the husband, husband should propose, give them, some bouquet and, I love you, I love you. They have to, why? They already married for 30 years, why they have to now say, I love you, But that's not, Prabhupada say that, love means show by action. Like when husband works whole day, very, busy, working and tired and coming, very hungry. When he comes home and then wife says, I so affection to you, I always think of you, I love you so much. But the husband say, I'm so hungry, can you give me something to eat, I'm so tired, can you give me something to drink and eat, No, I was so much love, thinking of you and I didn't cook anything. That's not affection. So giving opportunity for Krishna conscious all the way, that is showing affection. But many times we see also the practitioner, they are not, mind is not fixed, then they just keep themselves lonely. This is, separate. They don't want to really mingle, even though there is opportunity is there, even though there is, every day after the class, you have an opportunity to ask questions. And they have so many questions in the mind, but they never ask. Then how you devotees will help you, And they speculate in the mind only, for all their questions. They try to find it in their mind only by speculation, the answers, But they can't find it. Of course, some place maybe really, devotees are not giving affection. That also we have to see. Because that depends on also the individual cases. But generally, showing affection, this is what my understanding. Of course, also speaking nicely, encouraging the, devotees when they do some nice service also is important thing. But, after so many years, if you expect, every small service you expect to, temple president comes and, says, oh, thank you very much, very nice, you did, If you expect every time, then you are not also much advancing also, Because we should understand, that when we engage in the service of Krishna, Krishna sees everything. He's in everyone's heart. He is the most closest. So he knows everything. That also we should understand. Anything else you want to say? So you want? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to mention, I forgot. Yeah, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu expressed his desire, Prithiviteya Chaitanya Gradigram, and Prabhupada fulfilled that desire, writing the holy name all over the world. Yes. Hare Krishna.